यावत् संजायते किंचित सत्वं स्थावर जंगमम क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ संयोगात तद्विद्धि भरत ऋषभ. Hello friends, this is the 26th shlok of the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Yavat sanjayate kinchit, which means whosoever beings manifest sattvam sthavar jangamam, which means to existence, stationary or moving, kshetra kshetragya sanyogat, which means by the joining of the field and knower of the field, tadvidhi bharat rishab, which means know them, O bharat rishab. So Shri Krishna over here is telling Arjun to know that all the beings that manifest in this world, they manifest into existence by the union of the field and the knower of the field, and this applies to both moving and non-moving objects. So basically what we have to understand over here is that the manifestation of any object or any being only happens when the observer has observed it, and if the observer has not observed anything, then that thing goes into the unmanifest. So Shri Krishna has specially emphasized this point over here because the way we look at this world is actually completely opposite to what he is telling over here. So to understand this point of Shri Krishna, let's consider the classic question of the peacock dancing in the forest. So this is a very classic question in philosophy, wherein the question is asked that if a peacock danced in the forest and nobody else saw the peacock dancing, then did the peacock really dance or did he not dance? So this is a very important question that is often raised in philosophy because it's very difficult to really give an answer to this. Our default way of thinking is that this world is independent of us. So whatever we are observing over here is happening independently of the observer, and because most people think in this default manner, therefore people will say, oh yeah, if the peacock danced in the forest and nobody saw the peacock dancing, then what? The peacock did dance, because they think that this universe is independent of them, or they think that the observation is independent of the observer. But Shri Krishna is saying just the opposite over here. He is saying that the observation is dependent on the observer. So while the peacock, when he danced in the forest and nobody saw him, the peacock danced for the forest, but for everybody else he did not dance. That is what Shri Krishna is saying over here. So all of this world that you experience around you is basically a field, kshetra, and you are the knower of this field. So you are the kshetragya. So everything that you know, which is part of your kshetra, which is part of your field, it has manifested into existence because you have observed that in your field. If you had not observed it in your field, then it would not be part of your field, so it would not have existed for you. So if you did not see the peacock dancing in the forest, then the peacock did not really dance for you. The peacock did dance for himself because he saw himself dancing in the forest. So yes, peacock did dance for himself, but for you, since you don't know that he danced in the forest, therefore he did not really dance for you. In your field he has not danced. So only the peacock knows that he danced. So only for him he danced in the forest. Now if by some method peacock starts to speak the language of the humans and he tells a human that, oh, he did dance in the forest, and the human believes him that yes, he danced in the forest, then for that human the peacock would have danced in the forest. And again, if the human did not really believe, or if there is only a percentage in which he believes that the peacock, whatever peacock is saying is true, then by that much percentage the chance of the peacock dancing in the forest increases for him in his field. So we have to shift the focus from the universe being existing independently to ourselves and say that our universe is limited to what our knowledge is, and everything that manifests into existence is manifesting only when we come to know about it. So when the observer observes what is to be observed, only then that observed thing comes into manifestation, comes into existence. Now observation is Prakriti and observer is Purusha. So basically it is the union of Purush and Prakriti. So everything that is manifesting in this universe is manifesting by the union of Purush and Prakriti. Now here you also have to understand that if the Purusha somehow forgets what he had observed in the past, then for that Purush, that observation or that object which he observed goes back into the unmanifest. Only when he remembers again that, oh, I did observe this thing, only then it comes back into manifestation. So the universe that we observe around us is not something which is independent of us, it is dependent on us. That is what Sri Krishna is saying over here. So that was the idea of this shlok. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.